So, lack, poverty, feeling unloved, feeling alone, living on the streets, begging others to love me, crying out for validation. This is the life that I've lived. And I lived on the streets, which over the course of 10 years was like, I don't know, some years out of that in different places. But when I experienced these things, I only chose one day or maybe 1 week in one place to experience begging, asking people for money, for food, for anything, you know? Have you got any spare change? That's such a cheeky question. How are you asking strangers about their finances? Anyway, the point is, I just don't ask, haven't asked, just struggled along, alone, guided and powered by my faith. I really love embracing the freedom that comes with living outside, you know, the dissolution of the responsibilities that come with being in a house. But I'm kind of stuck. Because when you get into the habit of not asking for help, I mean, I do ask for help, just I don't generally receive the help that I need. Or that's becoming more frequent now, to be asking for help. But it's like I've always lived in output mode. Sure, I can take in, I can receive the beauty of this world, you know, I can feel grateful for it. But allowing myself, my circumstances, my physical, economic status. But that's something I don't know how to do. How to receive relative to what I actually deserve, you know, more, better. To be able to actually just have money in my bank account without having something inside of me which immediately feels the need to spend it to remove the anxiety of holding on to money. My hometown is a place of poverty. Just so many people just living on top of each other, scraping by. I tortured myself in this life by overgiving past the point of sensibility. Because the sadomasochistic part of me that likes to experience suffering and be tortured by my own mind had to draw out that poison. And it all can be condensed down to my earliest experiences with caregivers or, you know, humans that have no choice but to fulfill that role to the best of their ability. Self-care means filtering out everything that is entering into your consciousness, everything that's already there, and removing the barriers to the awareness and the removal. So there's a part of me that is a needy, desperate baby boy. So then I can understand that there's no point me complaining about that, because people will only hear a baby crying. But I'm the parent. This boy, this child, I am the caregiver. The power of the love that exudes is emitted from my auric field. To acknowledge the strength of that love and to consciously draw it inwards. Is to see that anytime another failed to meet the standards of love, no expectation, but they were losing out on receiving my love, because eventually life equalizes everything and justice prevails, even if I'm trying to go against that, even if I'm trying to cause injustice in my own life. Eventually, justice prevails. So all the love that I have given out in this life is either here with me or it is returning. So, yeah, this life has been it's been and gone. And now we're ready for new. I'm ready to be open and receptive to everything which my heart desires, demands from life. Not like a tyrant, just realism. The patterns, the cognitive thought forms that perpetuated all of that stuff, where a human is reflecting not love at me. Well, that's a symptom of my own internal workings. But I am a child of God.